show. Knicks resign. Well, no. Jalen Brunson accepts 156.5. 100. Oh my goodness, that's an extension. Then he got 100. Basically, it's 113 mil less than what he actually could have took with the actual supermax. And he said he did this because he wanted to give him a discount so that way they can add more players to the team. I think there was another quote, and again, I'm gonna paraphrase it because I only seen it in the notification bar. But he was basically alluding to like what Brady and Mahomes would do for their team. If I'm the best player, I want to keep the best players here or add more talent. That's something. I think that's something around the ballpark of what he said, and we just got to react to it. What a summer for New York. I mean, outside of them finally getting trash cans, what a summer for New York. The heat wave, trash cans, and the Knicks are bringing players back. They making trades. They got the Villanova 4. Like, this is a smart move by this player. I mean, some people always say, why would you give the team a discount? Why would you do this hometown discount? Make the GMs actually earn it, blase. But again, when you feel as though you can earn more money off the court and also with your other income, I mean, having multiple streams of income, that's the dream, right? So again, I have multiple streams of income. And think about it this. If the Knicks win the finals, how much more publicity and sponsors will he get? Because he's already doing slight commercials and he's doing podcasts. I kind of think this was a small move by him. And knowing his injury history, he probably also looked into it like that as well. It was like, hey, I'm going to need some more help. Because again, who's their coach? And what is he known for? Running players into the ground. So he's like, the more we can amp up this rotation and get more scoring, the more people can help me out. Because again, if you watch the playoffs, what was Jalen Brunson doing? He was bringing the ball down and having to make the play. And he was getting strapped by almost like half the people on the other team. So again, with Josh Hart, give them a break. DiVincenzo, then they got OG back. Randall was probably, I don't know, Randall might be gone though. That might be the only missing element. But outside of that, I'm not mad at what he did, and I like the Knicks' future. I wish the Wizards would have called.
I love what he did. Now I'm gonna name. So he getting paid $39 million a year. All right, 39.
Technically,
Huh?
so technically it's 37.1.
37. Well, even worse. But I mean, it's not worse. You get what I'm saying? Like 37 million, that's a lot of money. But I'm gonna name some players real quick. All right, yeah. Listen close. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, and I want y'all to just think about some names like what the heck? They don't belong in this category. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Jalen Brown, Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Dame Lillard, Giannis, LeBron, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Zach LaVine, Luka, Fred VanVleet, Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, Anthony Edwards, Kyrie Irving, Sabonis, Ben Simmons. All them dudes get paid more than Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson just signed his contract. That just tell you the type of team player he is. I respect this a whole lot. He asked him to get one of his best guys over. They went and got Mikal. They went and got DiVincenzo. Right? They went and got Josh Hart. They went and got him. And then on top of that, they kept OG. They got Randall, and they know they don't have enough to beat the Celtics. That's how you know Jalen Brunson is trying to win within these next 2 years. That's how you know that, right? Because when he gets the next 4 years, when he gets his extension, all he has to do is play well. And then when he signs his extension, that will kick in another 2 years, then he's going to get paid a lot more and benefit and make up that money. So it's a smart move, but at the same time, it's a team-friendly move, and I respect this a lot. Kind of like with LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Paul did. They all took less money so they could start winning. And once they won, we getting the max. And that's how it's supposed to be, in my opinion. So shout out to Jalen Brunson for being a team player and focusing on winning.
Yeah, it's not too many players that take team-friendly deals. Remember, I'm glad you brought that up about Miami because a lot of people forget that LeBron and Wade took less money. So Bosch could make sure that Bosch had a good enough contract as well. And so they could keep, some people are going to laugh, but so they can keep Udonis Haslem, who was a key piece in that around that time for Miami Heat.
Why would they laugh? Outside of him
Because
being on the bench.
because you know how some people don't realize how important he was during that time and how
True.
how good of a player he was off the bench.
True.
So but even if you look outside of the NBA, Look at Tom Brady. What is he known for? Taking less contracts so his team can continue to compete and win. Mark, I'm not listening to you. You just don't like Miami because you live down there. So that's on you, sir. That's on you, sir. I don't live in Miami, so I could care less about all of that stuff. That's for
Way
Gio.
down.
That's for Gio to say something about, not me. I live in the DMV where you're from, sir. So I'm not worried about that. And look at Patrick Mahomes. Remember when he signed his contract? It was a team-friendly deal.
Man.
So
Still is.
it's exactly. So there are a few players that do stuff like this and it benefits them. Now, I saw something on Twitter where someone had disagreed with the decision for that what he did and said that basically it hurts NBA players. And I kind of disagree with that. So look, max players are still going to get max money. If that was the case, then how come Aaron Rodgers still got a max deal in the NFL? How did Dak Prescott get a max deal? Look at Jalen Hurts got a max deal. Lamar Jackson got a max deal. So did Trevor Lawrence just got one. Justin Herbert got one. You can keep going on and naming these players who took max deals, even though Brady and Mahomes, the two guys that have more Super Bowls than all of these other quarterbacks combined, took team-friendly deals. And if you look at everyone else in the NBA, there are still guys that take max contracts and go win. It does not matter if someone gets a max contract or doesn't take a max contract. And the thing is, what did everybody say about Jalen Brunson before? He was underrated. That means they didn't think that he was a superstar caliber point guard. Remember, he left the Mavericks because they didn't think he was good enough to play alongside Luka. So he's taking a team-friendly deal. Julius Randle is already on the max contract, isn't he? You got Mikal Bridges, who's there. You got OG, who just got a max contract. It does not matter that he took a lesser contract. He can make up for this, like Joe said, in 4 years. In 2028, he can make up for that $113 million that he missed in his next contract. So I don't think it's a bad thing that he did. What ramifications is going to come with this? Do you think players are now going to say, oh, now we got to take less this? No, they still going to get their max money. LeBron James got a max contract just now. And he's about to be 40 this year. You think that matters? It does not matter just because he took a lesser deal that is going to hurt hurt NBA players. I think that's false. I think people are still going to take max deals no matter who they are because that's just what they want. Players are going to get what they want if they play the way they're supposed to. And that's what the Supermax is. If you qualify for these things, you get a Supermax contract. They can't offer you anything less. They have to offer you a Supermax if they want to keep you there. And if not, someone else is going to give you Supermax. So it does not matter.
And to add to what Dave was saying before we move on, LeBron was one of the lowest paid players for a while. Remember, that's what was his whole thing when he went to LA. He was like, nah, I want to actually earn my actual worth. You had players like John Wall and Dennis Schroeder making more money than LeBron at some point. And they were all, like Dave said, they were getting max deals. And Carl, I see what you're saying about NBA and NFL is different because with the NFL, the owners more so try to be like, well, if he's going to take a discount, why can't you? But then end up still paying him. Like, again, like you said, Brady, Dak, Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, it's about what the players are going to do. And on the back end, some of those players still get more money. Still trying to figure out about that cap though. I mean, they say the cap is real, and then they find ways to maneuver the cap like it's magic.
There's always a first and second apron, I guess. I'm not
sure.
The
NBA
how that works.
Yeah, that's crazy. The only aprons I know about is when somebody cooking. I don't know about all that. Now, was he cooking when he said this, or was he tripping? We don't know. But Joe, you were playing a clip before the show started, and I'm telling you, sometimes when we need just some random topics to talk about, it's either going to happen in the chat and we bring it to the show, or we're going to start at the show and then it's going to lead over to the chat. Like I think this salary debate, but also this debate right here. Dave, we're going to put you on mute for a little bit, but Joe,